Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Harleysville, Pennsylvania. And the reason why we are in Harleysville, Pennsylvania today is because we are here at the Church of the Holy Spirit. And the reason why we're at the church today is because of a rabbit hole. Not a literal rabbit hole, but a metaphorical rabbit hole, if you will. Because last night, I went down one. Found a website that I found very, very interesting. A website called Labyrinth Locator. I had no idea this website even existed. I did tell you guys I was not above doing 3 days in a row of Labyrinth videos if I could find yet another labyrinth in my area. And I found this website, and turns out there are actually a number of labyrinths right within my like half-hour sort of radius of my house. There are a ton of them, and there are thousands and thousands and thousands of labyrinths all throughout the whole entire world. I had no idea this many labyrinths actually existed. Chances are right now, within a 5-mile radius of you, there's probably a number of labyrinths you can go check out. So Labyrinth Locator is the website, and there are just a ton of them. However, this will be the last labyrinth we are doing in a row. I do plan on doing more of these in the future. My son said he had a really fun time going out to the one at Penn State and walking the labyrinth at Penn State, so he wants to go to more of them. So over the summer, I will be heading out to more labyrinths with my son and filming them for you guys. But as far as labyrinths in a row, this is it. 3 days in a row is plenty of enough labyrinths. But wanted to tell you guys about this website and tell you guys that there are just so many of these out there, and that we will be visiting more of them in the future. But for right now, we're checking out this one here in Harleysville, Pennsylvania. And look at this. They actually have a statue of the labyrinth that right now sits right behind us. So this is actually really, really awesome. The fact that they actually have a statue of their labyrinth. This is really, really neat. So this is the actual labyrinth. We will be walking in just a few moments. I actually was not quite sure where the labyrinth was located when I pulled into the church. So I drove around the parking lot a couple of times. I saw this, but I knew that wasn't it. I knew that was just a statue. Turns out it's actually right next to the statue, right next to the church. So if you're actually coming out here and looking for the labyrinth, find the statue, find the church, and it's actually located right next to the church, which is pretty awesome. Look at this cross here. That's neat. So you come out here, you walk down this little path right here, and right next to the church is the actual labyrinth. Look at that. This one looks very, very similar to the one they actually had at Penn State. Whether or not it's the same exact one, I'm not entirely sure, but the one at Penn State was actually apparently modeled after the one at Notre Dame in Paris. So perhaps this is actually Notre Dame. Is Notre Dame in Paris? It's in France. Notre Dame, wherever in France. So this one might actually be modeled after the one in Notre Dame as well, because it does look extremely, extremely similar. So we're gonna walk the whole entire labyrinth, of course, as always, starting at the beginning. Even though there is no right or wrong way to do a labyrinth, I always start at the beginning. This one here is actually quite narrow. Again, they don't take up much ground space, but they are pretty crazy in length because they just wind throughout each other. You'll be walking for a while. So we're gonna walk the entire thing. I have so much fun doing these, and they are very relaxing. They do just calm you down. I mean, if I wasn't filming right now and I was just kind of with my thoughts and just thinking to myself, I could see this being just super crazy relaxing. Even though I am filming, it is still very, very relaxing to come out here and just walk the labyrinth. Even though this one's very, like I said, very narrow. These are not very, it's not very wide paths. I kind of feel like I'm walking like on a tightrope. It is so pretty amazing to be out here. So if your church has a labyrinth, leave a comment down below, because from what I was seeing online and what I found at the Labyrinth Locator, apparently many of these labyrinths are actually located at churches. I mean, there are labyrinths in other places like Penn State University and places like that, but a lot of them are actually at churches, which does make sense. Even though they're like non-denominational, they do have a very spiritual sort of, I don't know, a spiritual thing going on with labyrinths, a connection to, a spiritual connection, I guess, if you will. So it makes sense that these would be at churches. I have no idea if we're anywhere even remotely near the center or not. I have no idea at this point. How long have we been walking? A couple of minutes now. And we're still just at the one edge of the labyrinth. I'm trying to pay attention as well, because when they're just painted on the ground, I feel like I could very easily step over a line and end up somewhere we don't want to be. So we have so much further to go yet. Like I said, it's crazy that these don't take up much ground space, but they just seem to go on forever because of how they just twist and turn within each other. It's kind of interesting too when you wind up in a spot where you're like, how did I get here? Like I was just over there and now somehow I'm over on the other side of the labyrinth. On the outside ring now, but I believe we are going to go back inside at some point. So there are no benches inside this labyrinth like there was yesterday, but they do have benches outside. So if you want to come out here, walk the labyrinth, just kind of be at one with yourself and just have the calming nature of the labyrinth. Once you walk it, you can come out here and sit on one of the benches. So here's the beginning. We've made it kind of sort of back to the beginning. Now I don't know. Again, I don't know if we're actually heading towards the middle or not. I have no idea. Oh, actually, I think we have found the end of the labyrinth, the middle of the labyrinth. We have done it. How long did that take me? Maybe like 4-5 minutes to get to the end. And we have made it to the end of the labyrinth, the middle, the end. There's really no end. It's not like a maze. It's just a middle. We've made it to the middle of the labyrinth. So this is pretty awesome. I'm thinking this one actually is also modeled after the one at Notre Dame, if I'm not mistaken. So very, very awesome. Another cool labyrinth to walk. It's so awesome that so many of these exist. I can't believe how many of these are actually around. So look at this. Labyrinth Instructions and Visitor Journal. Oh, this is really cool. They're actually laminated. Welcome to the Church of the Holy Spirit's Labyrinth. What is a labyrinth? I feel like I've been reading this so many times over and over again over the last couple of days. A labyrinth is an ancient symbol that relates to holiness. It combines the imagery of the circle and the spiral into a meandering but purposeful path. The labyrinth is a metaphor for the journey to the center of your deepest self and back out into the world. Pretty awesome. Look at that. Maintain silence for your reflection and that of others. My bad. My silence has not been maintained. I have been talking to you guys the entire time. Take some time before you walk to clear your mind and become aware of your breathing. This is pretty awesome. Look at that. Really cool. They actually have these little laminated pamphlets out here. That is awesome. Beware of the spider webs, though there's lots of spider webs on that. But anyway, very cool, very awesome. Here in Harleysville, Pennsylvania, yet another labyrinth. But I do assure you guys this is going to be the last labyrinth video I do in a row. Like I said, this summer I will come back out to some more labyrinths. My son really wants to check out more of these, and there are a number of them in the area that we can check out and will be checking out. But I assure you, this is the last one in a row. 3 days of labyrinths is enough. I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of labyrinths, but we will be visiting more in the future. Over the next couple of months, we will head out to a few more labyrinths. So pretty awesome. Like I said, though, if you have a labyrinth in your area, leave a comment down below. If you go to a church and your church has a labyrinth, leave a comment down below. Want to hear about it. Is it like this one? Does it look like this? Because again, I think this one is actually modeled after the Notre Dame labyrinth, if I'm not mistaken, which I might be, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what exactly this is. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. Yet another labyrinth. That is awesome. And as all the signs say, there are no right or wrong ways to do the labyrinth. So I'm just going to walk. Look at this. I'm walking straight across the lines. Doesn't matter. Labyrinths are anarchy. You can do whatever you want. And I made it to the center once again. But all right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Just wanted to come out here, see yet another labyrinth. It's so cool that so many of these throughout the world exist. I'm kind of just, my mind is blown. When I found that website, my mind was completely blown by the sheer amount of labyrinths that exist throughout the world. Literally thousands of them. They are everywhere. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing. And we will definitely be going to some more of them. So, all right, guys, if you enjoy labyrinths, leave a comment down below. Let me hear about you and your enjoyment with walking labyrinths. But all right, so as always, guys, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts, proceeds, both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon. You can help supporting the show and keeping the show going, bringing us out to labyrinths. So I really do appreciate the help, guys. But all right, again, here in Harleysville, Pennsylvania, Church of the Holy Spirit. Pretty awesome, pretty amazing. Yet another labyrinth, one of many, many, many labyrinths that are out there, and just one of many in the area of my house that are out there. Pretty crazy, pretty intense. I mean, we'll be going to some more in the future, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's video, something completely different. I promise you guys. All right, like I said, thanks for watching. Like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you in tomorrow's video. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye.